All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm IWN, and we got a lot of WWE and AEW Thursday afternoon news to go over, as well as the rest of it for your Dynamite review. And I'm going to be streaming mobile, Dragon Legend Z, and know if I'm going to have time to stream the other one, because my AEW Dynamite review is scheduled to go live at 3 o'clock p.m. So we may only have time to stream Mortal Kombat Mobile and Dragon Legend Z. But I do have your WWE AEW Thursday afternoon news to go over, and we're going to go over the rest of the WWE AEW Thursday afternoon news after your Dynamite review, which will again be live at 3 p.m. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications. The links to both my Instagram and Facebook accounts are down in the description below. We're going to go over the rest of the WWE AEW Thursday afternoon. Make sure you go check out all the other content I am on the channel. If you guys didn't get to hang out with me in the live chat for my AEW Dynamite watch along last night, I'm sorry. You should have been there. Where were you? Where were you guys yesterday? Where was everybody yesterday night when I needed them? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Don't worry, my Dynamite review will be live. To those of you that missed Dynamite last night, you will have an opportunity to be in the live chat to listen to my Dynamite review and listen to me go over everything that went down on that show. That show last night was a banger. Konosuke versus Brian Cage, easily a banger. Bryan Danielson versus Timothy Thatcher, that was a good match. You got two technical submission wrestlers going at it in the ring. That's the type of match that everybody wanted to see. Also, yeah, Jay Cargill versus Red Velvet. Can't forget that. I mean, that match wasn't that bad either. I think those two have good chemistry in the ring. I think Jay Cargill has better chemistry in the ring with Red Velvet than everybody else in that division. That's how I feel about it. Adam Heyman Page versus Jon Moxley. Great match. AEW Dynamite. That's why I say AEW Dynamite was a banger show, man. Dynamite continues to give us bangers after bangers after bangers every week, every Wednesday nights. It's what I love to see every Wednesday nights, man. You love to see it, really. It goes to show you how good the AEW writers and creative are with their shows, as far as producing and writing. Their producing and writing it seems like their producing and writing is more on par with WWE'S producing and writing. Their producing and writing is better than WWE's producing and writing. Remember, when Vince and Bruce was in charge, they didn't care about the women's division. They didn't care about women's wrestling. They didn't care about men's wrestling. They only care about themselves, the money, the power, their little stupid political agendas. That's all they cared about. That's all they cared about, man. I can't believe Vince is still there. I don't know why they have not got Vince out of there yet. If Vince isn't out of there yet, there's an issue. There's something going on. There's something suspicious going on if Vince McMahon is not out of there. If he's not out of there, it's all you need to know. If he is not out of there, it's enough to tell you that something needs to be done. Vince needs to get the fuck out of there. Nobody cares about Vince. Nobody gives a fuck about Vince. Why is he there? Nobody gives a fuck about Bruce Pritchard either. Nobody wants them there. Get them out. I've been saying this for months. Get them out. Nobody wants them there. Nobody cares. Really. They are the worst at creative. They are the worst at writing, producing shows. Triple H better watch his back, man. Right now, Triple H is currently in creative control right now. Within WWE. Good. Good. Keep him there. He's doing great with the shows, man. He's doing better than Vince McMahon. Monday Night Raw was great this week. It wasn't bad at all. NXT was a clusterfuck. NXT was the drizzling shit. It was not good at all. It was terrible. The show was terrible. Dynamite was we easily got one of the best Dynamites of 2023. That was a great episode. I enjoyed watching it. But unfortunately, I ended up almost falling asleep right at the beginning of the watch along. Not because it shows, because I was not feeling right last night. I was feeling dizzy. I was feeling like I needed to take a nap or something. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and go over your WWE'S Thursday afternoon news first before I pull up this Mortal Kombat mobile game that I want to try out. Man, if you think Mortal Kombat mobile looks great, just wait until you see me stream Dragon Legends Z. That game is just as cool as Mortal Kombat Mobile. Mortal Kombat Mobile is a RPG game. The Dragon Legends Z is not really an RPG game. It's a fighting game. It's way different than Universe 2, the game I have on the PS4. It's different than Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It is a little bit like Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It's definitely not like Injustice 2. Injustice 2 is a lot like Mortal Kombat 11. Nexomon, I did mention on stream, I think last night, that Nexomon is similar to Pokemon. Except for Nexomon has monsters. And I will be streaming Nexomon Extinction live on YouTube. Hopefully the quality doesn't mess up. Hopefully it doesn't go to that globe. It shouldn't. Because that game looks a lot different than the ones I have now on here. I will be downloading more games on the PS4. On PlayStation Plus, I have PlayStation Plus Premium. I have everything. I have access to everything, even cloud streaming. I can cloud stream games on here. That has nothing to do with YouTube streaming, unfortunately. I thought it did, but it doesn't. It's a PlayStation Plus membership thing. Yes, folks, I have PlayStation Plus. I have PlayStation Plus Premium. I have everything. I have everything you can name of. I can name everything on here right now. I decided not to use my webcam yet. I decided not to cut on my camera yet because I want you guys to hear me. I don't want to be cutting on my webcam and show my face and then the audio starts bluffering, skipping and stuff. No, that's not what I want. I'm sorry. That's not what I want. I can do what the hell I want. This is my stream. This is my channel. If I don't want to cut on my camera to show my face, I don't. If I do, I do. It's just one of them days where I want to sound good. You know what I mean? I want to sound good. Hassan, you misunderstood me. I didn't say that. You got to read my lips for you to understand. You have to listen. You got to use your ears. I want to make sure I sound good and look good. Okay? I don't want no garbage. I don't want to sound like garbage on here. No, that's not what I want. I even hate saying the word garbage, but it's true. The only time I like saying the word garbage is when the shows are complete garbage. I'm talking about Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. NXT was garbage this week. It was not good. No excitement, no interest. No excitement, nothing. Nothing on NXT was great. Nothing. They got some current boring storylines that I do not like on there. They got some of my favorites in the NXT women's division. They got some of my favorites in the men's division, like Carmelo Hayes, but I mean, come on, man. These storylines have got to. You gotta produce storylines that's gonna gain the audience's interest. You can't just fucking put storylines on there that the audience are gonna boo. They're gonna not enjoy. If you produce and write garbage, the audience are not going to be there for long. They're going to ultimately leave and just go home. Go home angry. That's why I say AEW and WWE needs to continue to better their shows every week. Which AEW is showing that. Meanwhile, WWE is not showing that. When Vince and Bruce was in charge, WWE showed you that they didn't care about the audience. They showed you that they only care about themselves and the money and the power. Simple as that. Hassan, because the show is boring. The squash matches on there every week are boring. That's why I don't go live with AEW Dark watch-alongs anymore. Or Elevation watch-alongs. The shows are boring. There's nothing on there that's interesting to me. Nothing. Not a single thing on there. Man, it makes me wonder, is JD going to get on his buddy Jesse more on watching Dark? I hope to God JD tells his buddy Jesse to stop watching Dark and Elevation. Those shows are not good. They're boring. They are terrible. They are not fun to watch at all. The only AEW shows that are fun to watch are Dynamite and Rampage. That's it. Dynamite and Rampage. That's it. Meanwhile, Dynamite is the #1 show. Rampage is the #2 show. Dark is the #3 show. And Elevation is the #4 show in AEW. In WWE, Monday Night Raw is #1, in my opinion. It's #1 show. SmackDown's the #2 show. NXT is the #3 show. The squash matches are boring. I don't like them. I'm not a fan of squash matches in WWE or AEW. I'm not. I'm a fan of real matches. Matches that will have people watching. Matches that sets up storylines. You know. Matches that deliver every week. Matches that are produced and written right. And matches that freaking deliver every week. Matches that delivers every week. For an example, you've seen how brutal Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin was last night. That was easily one of the best matches on the show. You know what? As a matter of fact, all the matches that were booked last night were great. That is the type of matches we need to see on TV. Matches like Konosuke versus Brian Cage, that's the type of matches we need to see on NXT and SmackDown and Raw. That's the matches we need to be seeing, type of matches we need to be seeing on Dark and Elevation. If we're not seeing matches on any of those brands, then we got a problem. We got a problem. We legitimately got a problem, man. We do. We have a major issue if we're not seeing good matches like that on TV. Hassan, I know AEW Dark more than you, so you can't say it's not squash matches, because I know when a squash match is booked on Dark and Elevation. Squash matches are complete dog shit. I don't like them at all. None. I don't care what anybody says. I don't like them. Trust me, I know when a match is complete dog shit. Trust me. I know when the matches are bad. I know when the matches are good. I've watched WWE and AEW. I watched AEW ever since AEW started. I watched WWE ever since I was a little kid. I know what's garbage and what's not. I know when the shows are being produced and written correctly. I know when the shows are being produced and written wrong. Yeah, good for you. You enjoy Dark. Meanwhile, the rest of us don't. The rest of us think that Dark and Elevation are just completely nauseating and boring to watch. I mean, if you don't like my opinion, go watch somebody else. If anybody doesn't like my opinions, man, that I give out every week, go watch somebody else. That's all I got to say. Go and watch somebody else. I don't got time for negativity. I really don't. I'm tired of seeing negative things. I'm tired of hearing negative things. I want to be all about positive. I don't want to be about the negative. I'm tired of it. Really. Like, take that negativity, take your negative comments somewhere else. I'm not saying you. I'm saying people that don't like to hear me. This is to the people that don't like to hear me, that hate me in my channel. Go watch somebody else if you don't like to hear what I have to say about wrestling, about the world. We all know this world is an evil, cool world. We all know people are shooting, killing people. Same thing every day. That's why I don't watch fucking news anymore. Shooting, killing. That's all I hear. Same old shit. Same old BS. I'm tired of hearing it. It's doing nothing but make people. It's doing nothing but this news crap that they're giving out is doing nothing but making people even more scared. This world's so scary that people are in their homes. They won't even come out. Neighborhoods are getting robbed. Karens are being put up because people are stealing stuff from people's backyards. All that stuff is on par with freaking criminals out here. You know. Groundhog's Day. I don't even want to think about Groundhog's Day. I really don't. It's a normal day. Groundhog's Day is a normal day to me. It's not really a holiday. Groundhog's Day is not considered a holiday to me. I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, we're going to go over all of you doing AEW Thursday afternoon news. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to pull it up. Here we go. So we're going to start with your WWE Thursday afternoon news. And that is on WWE'S spoiler plans for Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. Now, I saw this news floating around. I say, wow, they already have plans for Roman Reigns for Elimination Chamber? I want to not believe this, but I mean, the storyline, the Bloodline Downfall storyline is so great right now that it easily has me believing in this news that I'm looking at. The storyline WWE is so good that it's almost like I believe every news on Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Which I do. Man. So apparently, after several months of development, it all came ahead to the Royal Rumble Premium Live event after Roman Reigns retained his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Kevin Owens at the event. He ordered Sami Zayn to finish off Kevin Owens. Now, however, Sami Zayn would turn on Roman Reigns, hit him with a chair. Of course, that's exactly what happened. Afterwards, Zayn was systematically destroyed by the Bloodline, except for Jey Uso, who left the scene and wanted no part of the carnage. So, Jey Uso's probably going to be out for maybe a month. He's going to come back. When he comes back, you know what's going to happen when Jey Uso comes back? He's going to come back and call Sami Zayn the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. He's going to help Roman Reigns beat Sami Zayn to retain both titles. And I think this is going to set up the Sami Zayn. This is a way to set up the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Uso feud. So we're going to get Jey and Jimmy Uso defending their WWE Undisputed Universal Tag Team Championships against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for WrestleMania 39. We all know that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is walking out as the new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions. And then once that happens, when the draft gets here, they're going to choose the SmackDown Tag Team Championships and the Money Championships at Raw. And then, when Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns to become the Undisputed Universal Champion, when he beats Roman Reigns to become the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, he is going to choose the WWE Championship, and I think the Universal Championship is going to SmackDown. That's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. And I could see WWE booking a Monday Night Raw Tag Team Championship tournament in a Universal Tag Team Champion, or not Universal Tag Team Champion, excuse me. What I'm trying to say is, guys, I can see WWE booking a Monday Night Raw Tag Team Championship tournament on Raw and WWE booking a WWE Universal Championship tournament over on SmackDown. And then at that point, you would think, well, now a Universal Champion will be crowned. Yes, a new Universal Champion will be crowned after draft. Yes, a Raw Tag Team Champion, the Raw Tag Team Champions, new Raw Tag Team Champions will be crowned after the tournament is over. New WWE Universal Championship will be crowned after the Universal Championship tournament. Not after the draft, never mind that. But you guys get what I'm saying here. But during the latest Wrestling Observer Daily update, Dave Meltzer actually revealed that Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn is as confirmed as it can be for the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn is now confirmed as it can be for the February 18th Elimination Chamber show main event in Montreal. He goes on to say that I'm not sure what the men's chamber match would be for since you've got Cody Rhodes all ready for the main event at WrestleMania. Of course, this is WWE and everything is subject to change. Guys, the only reason why my audio is working is because I don't have the webcam. I got the other speaker. I'm speaking on the other speaker. Now, major changes to planned pay-per-view shows have been blessed with Paul Levesque in charge. Obviously, it's Triple H. End quote. Now, there were strong rumors that the match would happen at the February the 18th live event with Elimination Chamber held at Bell Century in Quebec, Canada. Zayn's hometown. And it's not only Zayn's hometown, but it's Kevin Owens' hometown as well. We all know that Leah and Natalia are from Canada as well as Renee Young and Beth Phoenix and Edge. We have to wait and see how the feud will be booked in the coming weeks. And speaking of Edge and Beth Phoenix, the Edge Balor feud will continue all the way to WrestleMania 39. I said it on my Monday Night Raw review. I thought I'd say it again. Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley at Elimination Chamber is happening. Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley, WWE. All I got to say is book it. No excuses. That should be Rhea Ripley's next feud. And after Elimination Chamber, Rhea Ripley, that's when WWE needs to have Rhea Ripley focus on her feud with Bianca Belair. I think after Elimination Chamber, Bianca Belair may come out and confront her. Or not Bianca Belair, but Charlotte Flair may come out and confront Rhea Ripley and hold up the title. And that will set up the Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair feud going forward until WrestleMania 39. Now, I said, I remember on my Monday Night Raw review, I gave you guys the real reason as to why Rhea Ripley chose Charlotte Flair as her opponent for WrestleMania 39. JD was the first one that mentioned this on his podcast, and I'm going to be the second one to mention this here on the IWN YouTube channel. And that is that the real reason why Rhea Ripley chose Charlotte Flair as her opponent for her SmackDown Women's Championship is because it's coming full circle for Rhea Ripley. She never got her moment. She never got her win against Charlotte Flair. She got put in a match that she got put in a match with somebody that WWE really didn't have her plan to beat. Then COVID happened. They moved out of Tampa into Orlando, PC, in front of nobody. WWE full coming around karma around Rhea Ripley, and they're going to do it at WrestleMania 39. Another reason why they're doing this is because Flair and Rhea Ripley is guaranteed a main event match WrestleMania 39. And Charlotte Flair will not only main event WrestleMania once, but she's going to main event WrestleMania twice. She main evented WrestleMania once and twice. So that's another reason right there. So now you guys know. But anyways, we'll have to see how the Roman Reigns Sami Zayn feud will be booked in the coming weeks. What is y'all's take on this story? Now, I just gave you guys two reasons why Rhea Ripley chose Charlotte Flair as her opponent for Elimination Chamber. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no complaining. Oh, but Rhea Ripley's gonna lose to Charlotte Flair. No, she's not. The Geeks Online. Oh, Charlotte Flair's gonna lose. Whining like a bunch of 9-year-olds online on social media. Rhea Ripley is going to beat Charlotte Flair to become the SmackDown Women's Champion, the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Once she becomes the new SmackDown Women's Champion, that's when Judgment Day will be moved to SmackDown. They'll be drafted to SmackDown. This gives Judgment Day. I said this on my Monday Night Raw review. I also said it. JD said the exact same thing on his podcast as well. It gives Judgment Day a fresh new start. A fresh new division to invest in. It gives them fresh new tag team opponents. Rhea Ripley being drafted to SmackDown gives her fresh new opponents in the SmackDown Women's division. I mean, let's be honest. I hate to say it, but Rhea Ripley is being drafted to SmackDown. It's being put in a division that has been one of the worst divisions so far. And I'm talking about SmackDown Women's division. SmackDown Women's division sucks, man. There's nobody on there that's really, I don't want to say good, but you got some good talent on there, but they're not being used right on TV. They're being utilized. They're being kept in Titus Cable. And in particular, I'm talking about Sonya Deville and Xia Li, look how many weeks they've been wasted on TV. Buried. Sonya Deville and Xia Li's been buried on TV the last 2 weeks now. This is going on 3rd week, and I'm willing to bet we will not see Xia Li or Sonya Deville on SmackDown this Friday night. You know they're not going to be on TV. You know they're not. So be prepared for it, because they're not going to be there. So apparently an ex-WWE writer explains how the WWE draft proceeds can change every year. Again, I will go over that with you guys in case you didn't hear. Ex-WWE writer apparently explains how the WWE draft process can change every year. I was trying to say process. That's what I was trying to say. I got the word process wrong. I know. Don't worry. I know when I'm getting my words right and when I'm getting my words wrong. But there is a fixed process that is usually followed while making the draft. Now, Chris Dunn said he's been a part of all of its recent roster change in WWE. He portrays them to be very, I'd say, immaculate in structure, as it is planned months in advance every year. The highest levels of conversations take place in the meetings, which decide the bouts for the following year. One can pick their top men and women from each brand and then pick their opponents for the year. The first matchups are decided initially, then the rest of the roster gets mapped eventually. Of course, this process can vary on a yearly basis. Vision, I quote, every year I was there, says Chris Dunn. It completely varied. And then Chris Dunn goes on to say, it's like those are the highest level of conversations. There have been ones where it's planned out months in advance. There have been ones that change even the day of. But usually this is how you want to do it. You pick your top men and women from each brand, and then you pick their opponents for the year. Like, what are fresh matches? He says that with a question mark, and then he says, and kind of go from there, end quote. Chris Dunn cited Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair as outstanding athletes that creative can build a brand around. Roman Reigns is an incredible athlete. Charlotte Flair, and so much. Anyways, the entire cast thrives when those stars are successful and take part in interesting stories, man. A lot of stories do have interest in them, though. That's why I mentioned the word interest in the first place. You have interest, you have excitement, and then you have feel. And then you have the right outcomes, and then there's sometimes where you have the wrong outcomes. I mean, that's. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's the way it is, but that's just how it works, I guess. But the creative team wants to go ahead of the game as much as possible. Amid this spider web of plans, some of these storylines might get complicated. To counter this, the team makes necessary adjustments and trade plans to make things right. Now, it says we have seen time and time again people going back and forth from Raw to SmackDown and vice versa, says Ringside News. This could also create confusion among fans. Therefore, frequent changes to the drafts are discouraged. Everybody's watching. What are your thoughts on the story? Now, Hang on a second. Where am I looking? So we gave out the news on the spoiler plans for Roman Reigns for Elimination Chamber, the news on the WWE X writer explaining how WWE dress process can change everything. Your next WWE Thursday afternoon news we have is on a WWE producer. So apparently, a WWE producer suffered injury during the Royal Rumble brawl. I don't think you guys knew this. So, according to a report by PW Insider, WWE producer Ken Diani suffered a leg injury while trying to break up the Judgment Day in Edge's brawl. Said that he suffered a torn calf. It was noted that Kenny Diani was among those who ran out to break the melee up. It wasn't made 100% clear exactly how this went down, but at some point, Diani suffered an injury, which one source feared may have been a torn calf. It was also noted that the WWE producer is scheduled for an MRI ASAP to diagnose the injury. Hopefully, Diani's calf injury is not very serious, as he has received a ton of praise for his work as a producer since working in the role in 2021, says Ringside News. Ringside News will keep us up to date on this ongoing story. When I get more, you'll hear it from me, guys. You'll hear it from me someday. Whenever I get more updates and news on that, on him and his injury. WWE's alternative choices for women's Royal Rumble match. So I have the answer for that. A note from WWE had an NXT superstar in the main roster. Talent on deck. This is more Royal Rumble news coming out of Royal Rumble last week. Just in case they needed them for the men's Royal Rumble match. Says, and I quote, Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree were at the Royal Rumble on Saturday as alternatives. Or should I say alternates, in case they were needed. And quote, obviously WWE didn't need to call on their alternatives. Their original plan went through without any issue. It's still interesting to note that exactly who WWE had on standby, just in case they needed them. Ivy now has a lot of road ahead of her in NXT right now. She could use plenty of TV time as well, because I think she's getting any TV on NXT television. On the other hand, Maxine Dupree is also doing her thing with the Maximum Male Models, which the Maximum Male Models gimmick is dead. It's not good. They need to separate them. Get Maxine Dupree away from Mansoor and Marseille, and maybe take her back to the Performance Center and give her some training so she can actually officially be a professional wrestler. I think Maxine Dupree would be a great professional wrestler. She just needs more training. She just needs more training. Just like Scarlett. She needs more training. If the Scarlett fans and the Scarlett stands in the community want to see Scarlett wrestle more, then the WWE needs to take Scarlett to the Performance Center and have her train to be a professional wrestler. That's the same thing they need to be doing with BFAB. BFAB needs a lot of training, but nobody wants to see BFAB on TV. Nobody wants to see Hit Row on TV anymore. They're just as dead as the Maximum Male Models. I could see WWE releasing the Hit Row again from WWE eventually. And it's safe to say that even Triple H himself, I believe, has also lost interest in Hit Row and Maximum Male Models. I'd say get Maxine Dupree away from Maximum Male Models, have her train, and have her become a professional wrestler. Same with Scarlett. But I think Scarlett is better off as Cross's manager right now. The way I see it. So that's just my opinion. But at least they were a part of the Royal Rumble excitement, even if they didn't get to compete. As seen, Scarlett was there too, with Karen Cross. WWE's current plan for Cody Rhodes going forward. As you all know, the American Nightmare went on to win the Royal Rumble match. He should have been number one if they were going to have him show in the Rumble like they did. I hate to say it, but I don't think that was a way to showcase Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes should have been number one. He should have been in that spot where Rhea Ripley was in. He should have had the spot that Rhea Ripley had. He should have had the number one spot. He should have came out as number one, because that's how Rhea Ripley came out as. That's the number Rhea Ripley came out as in the Women's Royal Rumble. Number one. Cody Rhodes should have came out as number one in the Men's Royal Rumble. I think Cody Rhodes himself would even agree and said he should have been number one in the Royal Rumble, because he was 100% medically clear, 100% healthy to wrestle. As I was saying, the American Nightmare went on to win the Royal Rumble match and booked his ticket for the show of shows. In fact, fans couldn't have been happier at this turn of events. According to PW Insider, Cody Rhodes is scheduled for this week's episode on Monday Night Raw. It was also added that Cody Rhodes will be a permanent fixture of the Red brand going forward. Now, Cody Rhodes was scheduled for the Raw tapings, which he was on Monday Night Raw this week, aiding Edge in putting the heels from ringside. Edge was in the ring standing tall, obviously. Judgment Day was on the ground. Cody Rhodes has a major push ahead of him in WWE. Oh, and we're seeing Beth Phoenix spear Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw's Club. So that's setting up Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix easily for Elimination Chamber. Also, Edge and Finn Balor's feud is setting up Edge versus Finn Balor for Elimination Chamber. And then we're going to get Edge versus Finn Balor for WrestleMania 39. That'll be the last Finn Balor versus Edge match. So we're getting two Finn Balor versus Edge matches, I believe. I know we're getting it for WrestleMania 39, but I'm not sure if we're getting it for Elimination Chamber. Now, it seems like if they're booking Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix, it seems like they would book Finn Balor versus Edge for Elimination Chamber. Well, you guys get what I'm saying. I think it makes sense. Both storylines going at the same time, both matches being booked at the same time for Elimination Chamber. Makes sense to me. The company is also pumping out tons of merchandise for him, and some of it will center around his recent pectoral injury. Anyway, only time will tell if WrestleMania will be his night. Actually, WrestleMania was his night because he actually... No, I'm just kidding. WrestleMania will be his night, though, for real. He is going to walk out as the new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. Yes, folks. He is going to walk in and walk out. Or should I say walk out? I don't want to say walk in right now, but I want to say walk out. That's the new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. He won't have those two titles for long. He's going to have one of them. When the draft gets here, he's only going to have one of them. The Universal Championship, I believe, is going to be the one taken off Cody Rhodes, in my opinion. I think it's going to SmackDown. The Monday Night Raw Tag Team Championships are going to be taken off Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and it's going to go to Monday Night Raw, and they're going to book tournaments for both titles. So, my guess is that they're going to have two tournaments going after the draft. One for the Universal Championship, one for the Raw Tag Team Championship. I can see that happen. I think it would be a good idea. I think that's the way to go. I mean, I don't care who agrees and who doesn't. If you don't agree with me, then too bad. That's on you. Now, Cody Rhodes is well on his way to main eventing the show of shows. He really is. What's y'all's take on this story? Let me know. Jason Jordan had a very busy night during SmackDown this past Friday, not the Friday, not tomorrow's Friday, but last Friday. Yeah, he had a busy week last Friday, man. Fightful Select revealed that the list of producers for the matches on the Royal Rumble Go Home show, the Go Home edition of WWE SmackDown. Turned out Jason Jordan produced 4 segments on January the 27th. The full list of producers for last week's SmackDown, it says, and I quote, Jason Jordan ended up producing 4 segments Friday night between the broadcast and post-show. And quote, following his in-ring retirement in 2018, Jason Jordan made his first television appearance in over 2 years on the May 29, 2020 episode of SmackDown. He was shown walking alongside police officers who were arresting Jeff Hardy. Anarada, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. In April 2021, Jason Jordan was reportedly promoted to the new role of lead producer, overseeing all producers at television taping events on the December the 9th, 2022 episode of SmackDown. Jordan appeared during the birthday celebration of his K5 father, Kurt Angle. Not his real father, his K5 father. Have to see what Jason Jordan does next in WWE, but they're certainly putting his skills to good use. That's for damn sure. So these are the list of producers that produced their matches. Adam Pearce produced Rey Mysterio versus Karrion Kross. Michael Hayes produced Austin Theory, Lashley, New Day, Miz, Brock Lesnar segment. Sean Daivari produced the Lacey Evans match. Jason Jordan produced the Viking Raiders, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre segment. Jason Jordan produced the Ricochet and Braun Strowman versus Hit Row match. Jason Jordan produced the LA Knight segment. Jamie Noble produced Imperium versus Legado del Fantasma, and Michael Hayes produced Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa. What is y'all's take on Jason Jordan? Let me know in the live chat, please. Rumble smashed an all-time gate in viewership records. I'm sure some of you have already know that, and some of you that don't, I am gladly willing to go over that news with you guys. To those of you that don't know. This is January the 30th news right here, man. January the 30th Royal Rumble news that I didn't get to go over last week. The WWE's Royal Rumble event was one of the most highly anticipated events of the year. It took place on January 28th at the stadium in San Antonio, Texas. It was the night of memorable moments and solid matches. Unsurprisingly, it ended up smashing records once again. The Royal Rumble live event was the first pay-per-view under the direction of Triple H, who took on the role of head of WWE Creative last year. Clearly, the results speak for themselves. Now, the event saw Cody Rhodes winning the men's Royal Rumble match, while Rhea Ripley won from the women's side. Roman Reigns also retained his titles against Kevin Owens, and the subsequent betrayal at the hands of Sami Zayn became the biggest talking point in all of WWE. Rightfully so. The Bloodline downfall storyline is my favorite storyline. It's my greatest favorite storyline in all WWE. I didn't quite try to finish it there, but as revealed by a statement released by WWE, it was announced that WWE smashed all-time records for gate as well as viewership. I'm gonna read that to you guys again in a minute. It says here, and I quote, WWE smashes all-time gate and viewership records at Royal Rumble. Stanford, Business Wire, WWE today announced, it says here, and I quote, that the 2023 Royal Rumble, which emanated from the stadium in San Antonio, this was announced on the 30th, I believe, of January, Texas, became WWE's highest grossing and most viewed Royal Rumble in company history. The event set a new all-time gate record at more than 7.7 million. Man, if it said all-time low record, that'd be a complete disaster. Luckily, it didn't say that. Far surpassing the previous Royal Rumble high in 2017 by more than 50%. Viewership of the event saw a 52% increase versus the the previous record set in 2022. In addition, the 2023 all-time venue, merchandise, and sponsorship records. Merchandise sales were up 135% versus the record set in 2022. Royal Rumble sponsorship revenue was up nearly 200% versus 222, and featured the first ever sponsorship match. MTN do Pitch Black and sponsored countdown clock. Applebee's. People are in the community are complaining about how garbage the Pitch Black match was. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay, I'm not saying anything about it. On social, the Roman Reigns Sami Zayn videos generated 20 million plus viewers. Good God, that's a lot. Across all WWE platforms. It became the most viewed WWE clip of 2023. Additional highlights include Logan Paul, Ricochet's high-flying collision, which amazed 26.5 million viewers across WWE and Paul's platforms, and the launch of Roman Reigns' TikTok account, which netted 100K followers in the first 24 hours at the Royal Rumble. Wow. Whoa! That's all I got to say to that one. End quote. Have to wait and see whether WrestleMania 39 will end up breaking more. We'll have to see if WrestleMania 39 will end up breaking more records than the Royal Rumble. After all, the road to WrestleMania has officially begun. Yep. Now, let's acknowledge the fact that WWE smashed an all-time record for date as well as viewership. Give WWE a round of applause, man. Oh my goodness, that's freaking great. That's so great, man. That's freaking great. That's fantastic, man. Fantastic. That is incredible. Really. Fantastic, man. You love to hear it. Really. Hopefully no budget cuts doesn't happen. Especially if Vince McMahon sees control creative. You know it does. You know it will. If he sees control creative, it will happen. But seriously, you better not, on a serious side, on a serious note, man, you better not hope budget cuts doesn't happen, dude. Because you know there's going to be a lot of angry fans in the community. You know there are. Trust me. I hope to God he doesn't. He's already seizing control of freaking being a shareholder of WWE. He already has control of that. You know. You think that's worse? Imagine how worse it's going to be when he tries to seize control, regain control creative again. That's going to be absolutely terrible if he does. It's going to be absolutely terrible for WWE. Given that, well, I don't think he is. Given that there's more lawsuits pending against him, which I'm glad. Good. Get him out of there. Give him as much lawsuits as you can give him, because he needs to get out of there. He is not good. He's not good at his job as chairman. He's a terrible producer and writer. He does not know how to produce and write shows. Same with Bruce Prichard. WWE's current plan for Piper Niven after the Royal Rumble, after her Royal Rumble return. My eye is feeling weird. Why? Is there something in my eye that I am not aware of? Piper Niven was once in NXT UK. She debuted on Raw as Eva Marie's protege, with her ring name being changed to Doudrop, which was one of the worst creative changes. Which was one of the worst creative name changes in WWE. One of the worst creative decisions ever to change her name to Doudrop. That is not a good name for her at all. I'm glad they gave her ring name Piper Niven back. Her partnership with Marie was and became a fixture on Monday Night Raw. She went on a hiatus in September 2022. So later revealed due to injury before resurfacing as a surprise entrant in the Women's Royal Rumble last weekend. PW Insider reported that Piper Niven would once again be on Raw as a member of the women's division. Now, it says here, and I quote, that Piper Niven, who officially returned at the Royal Rumble, it looked really good, will be working for the brand going forward. End quote. Piper Niven, as a young girl, kept her professional wrestling a secret from her female friends. Niven's companions believed that it was a male-dominated sport with less or no scope for women. That did not stop Piper Niven from pursuing her dreams. She made her wrestling debut somewhere around 2007. She gained experience on the independent circuit before arriving in WWE as a part of the Mae Young Classic tournament in 2017, right after her release from World of Sports Wrestling. Despite making it to the quarterfinals of the tournament, Piper Niven was not seen for the next 2 years. Niven finally signed with WWE in 2019 and was assigned to compete in the NXT UK brand. After achieving moderate success in the UK, Niven came up to the main roster in 2018 21. Piper Niven reverted to her original ring name when she returned at the Royal Rumble, effectively dropping the Doudrop character, judging by her entire outlook in Rumble performance. She could prove to become a top asset for the flagship show. Well, you know she is. You know it's going to happen. Especially with Triple H in control of creative. You know it's going to happen. Mr. Paul Beck himself, Content Chief Officer. What's y'all's take on this story? All right, moving on to the next WWE Thursday afternoon news. This one is on Austin Theory. Austin Theory was booked to defend United States title at Elimination Chamber. Of course, Monday Night Raw was this week, and they announced that Austin Theory will be defending his United States Championship at Elimination Chamber. WWE recently dropped a digital exclusive video featuring Byron Saxton on their Twitter. Saxton delivered a huge news about the upcoming Elimination Chamber. He delivered a huge news about the upcoming Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, noting that the United States Championship will be defended at the final stop before WrestleMania 39. And I quote, "We're on the road to WrestleMania, but there's one major stop before we get to WrestleMania, and that major stop is at Elimination Chamber, where we now know that the United States Championship will be defended inside the structure known as the Championship." End quote. WWE will determine opponents for Theory a series of qualifying matches, which the opponents were already determined this week. And I actually have some news on that. We'll go over that in a bit. Johnny Gargano squared off against Baron Corbin in one of the qualifier matches this week. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, this week squared off against Jack Gable in the other. If you guys missed my Monday Night review from this week, go check it out. I gave you guys my thoughts on all these matches that were booked this week. Dolph Ziggler took on Bronson Reed in the third quarterfinal as well. Which they all were good matches. Now, Dakota Kai suffered an undisclosed. I don't know if you guys know this, but Dakota Kai suffered an undisclosed injury at Royal Rumble last week. Now, Dakota Kai and Bayley accompanied Io Sky to the ring for her match against Candice LeRae on Raw. Corey Graves noted that Dakota Kai suffered an injury during the women's Royal Rumble match this past Saturday. The Raw color commentator did not elaborate on the injury. Dakota Kai entered the Rumble match as the 9th entrant. She racked 5 eliminations and stayed in the Rumble for 22 minutes, 20 seconds. She was initially eliminated by Bayley, who was eliminated by her arch rival, I'm guessing Roxanne Perez. Maybe. No, actually Roxanne Perez was eliminated by Damage Control. Yeah, she was eliminated by her rival, Becky Lynch, I believe. If I'm correct. I don't know. I might be wrong. The Royal Rumble was last week, so. WWE booked 2 matches for the Elimination Chamber. Now, remember when I said I was going to go over who qualified for those matches? Well, WWE commenced with their build-up to Elimination Chamber during Raw this Monday night. The company had already announced that the United States Championship would be defended inside Elimination Chamber, which I already said not too long ago. Seth Rollins. Now, the people that punched their tickets were Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, and Bronson Reed. The two final competitors for the men's chamber match will be determined next week on Monday Night Raw. It will be Montez Ford versus Elias and Angelo Dawkins versus Damian Priest of Judgment Day. The winners will earn the right to challenge for the United States Championship at the Elimination Chamber. The February the 18th premium live event will feature a women's Elimination Chamber match as well, as revealed by Adam Pearce during Raw this week. The WWE Universe will find out the next challenger for the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair, at Elimination Chamber. He also announced a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifier for Raw next week. The Women's qualifier will see Candice LeRae versus Megan versus, I hate that name. I'm going to say Mia Yim because that should be her original ring name. I don't know why they got to call her Megan. I think that decision to give her the name Megan was Vince McMahon and Bruce's decision. That name sounds so fucking awful. It sounds main roster garbage. That's a main roster garbage name to be given somebody like me. Yeah, Megan, are you serious? No wonder what the fans complained about WWE giving her that name. It sounds awful. Give her ring name back. Give her Mia Yim. That's the name that she should be going with going forward, not Megan. No, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't make sense to give her that name. I mean, I don't blame the fans for complaining about that name that they gave her. That it sounds bad, very, very bad. It doesn't make sense. But we'll see Candice LeRae versus Mia Yim versus Carmella. Carmella's money made her televised comeback during Raw this Monday versus Piper Niven in a fatal four-way match. The winner of the match will join Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, and one other unannounced competitor inside Elimination Chamber next month. So it'll be Austin Theory defending his United States Championship against Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, or Elias versus Angelo Dawkins or Damian Priest. Then it'll be, as far as the Raw Women's Championship, no one contenders Elimination Chamber match goes. It'll be Raquel Rodriguez versus Nikki Cross versus Liv Morgan versus Asuka versus Candice LeRae versus either Candice LeRae, Megan, Piper Niven, or Carmella. Now, think about it, there are two heels in this match. There are actually three heels in this match and one babyface. So you know it's easily going to be either Candice LeRae or Megan. You know what? No. Change that. No, it's not going to be Candice LeRae or Megan. It's either going to be Carmella or Piper Niven. You want to know why? Because I suspect to believe that WWE is going to have Dakota Kai and Io Sky defend their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Candice LeRae and Mia Yim for Elimination Chamber. You know that match is going to happen. Given that Candice LeRae and Mia Yim have problems with damage control. So I could easily see that happen. So it's either going to be Piper Niven or Carmella. It's not going to be Candice LeRae. We know it's not going to be Mia Yim because they're going to be given a WWE Women's Championship match for Elimination Chamber. Liv Morgan is a babyface heel, but I think I still consider Liv Morgan as a babyface and not a heel. Liv Morgan is still a babyface going forward. So pretty much there's two heels and two babyfaces in this match. Might as well add a heel, one more heel to the match. Carmella is a babyface on Monday Night Raw. Piper Niven's a heel. So I think Piper Niven is going to be the one to win. She's going to be the one that advances. Man, what a waste of a run. What a waste of a return that's going to be for Carmella. I feel bad. I really do. If she loses, that's going to be a complete waste. What's y'all's take on this story? Now, WrestleMania. You're now to the news on The Rock, John Cena, and Stone Cold. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. Now, WWE confirms huge title match for WrestleMania, and I'm sure you guys have an idea of what that match is. I'm going to let you figure that one out. WWE books two. Actually, WWE books two WrestleMania matches for WrestleMania 39. We're going to go over that. That's the one we're going to go over. Never mind WWE confirming a WrestleMania title match. There was two title matches. Cody Rhodes earned the opportunity to main event WrestleMania by winning the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. The American Nightmare eliminated Gunther after a rolling back and forth contest this past Saturday at the Royal Rumble. WWE confirmed the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship WrestleMania 39 during the latest edition of Monday Night Raw. American Nightmare reiterated his desire to win the title that has eluded wrestling's royal family. The SmackDown Women's Champion will be defended at WrestleMania 39 as well. The match was made official after Rhea Ripley picked Charlotte Flair as her opponent on WWE television on Monday Night Raw. Mommy Rhea Ripley herself earned the opportunity by winning the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match. Got Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Those are the title matches booked for WrestleMania 39. All right, guys. You know the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin are on my background, right? Look, we're there. Finally, time to go over the news on The Rock and Stone Cold. We're going to start with the news on The Rock, of course. So, it says apparently that The Rock could still make WWE WrestleMania 39 appearance. He still can. He has the time to. With WrestleMania being in April, he has time to work out and get himself in shape for WrestleMania 39. He really does. That's all the time he needs. Now, the match is no longer happening in WrestleMania 39. We know that. It's because The Rock simply couldn't be ready in time to wrestle at WrestleMania 39. That's a lame excuse. That sounds like laziness to me. Sounds like a lazy comment coming from The Rock. The Rock is an all-time great. How can he not be ready for a pay-per-view? Oh, because he has a busy schedule. He's an actor. No wonder. The Rock was also working all night during the same time as the Royal Rumble. Still sounds like a lazy excuse to me. But while The Rock may not be ready for a match, that does not mean he won't appear at the show. He'll probably be in attendance. He'll probably be sitting down watching Roman Reigns' match against Cody Rhodes. Dave Meltzer took to Twitter and noted that The Rock could still appear at WrestleMania 39. Says here, and I quote, he may show up, but he turned down wrestling. End quote. WWE. Also knew for months that The Rock wouldn't be able to make it for WrestleMania 39. WWE also has not discussed the Rock for a non-wrestling role at the event. Have to wait and see what The Rock will do at WrestleMania 9. What is y'all's on this story? Do you guys think this story is believable, or do you think it's not believable? Do you believe the story or not? Stone Cold turned down WWE WrestleMania 39 match. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that the Bionic Redneck turned down competing at WrestleMania 39 this year. He is likely to make an appearance. As far as Austin goes, it says here, and I quote, Steve might be at the show. I wouldn't be surprised at all. He might do something on the show, but he did, in fact, turn down wrestling at the show. And then he goes on to say, he was offered Lesnar. He was offered Roman Reigns. He could have named his opponent if he wanted to do it with anybody else. But he did not choose to wrestle on the show. Cool. That was from Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Radio. You have to wait and see what role Steve Austin will play at the shows in April. Regardless, fans are certainly disappointed that they won't get to see Austin compete again. What is y'all's take on this situation? Now that we went over the Rock and Stone Cold news, and we got that out the way, now we can go over the news on why WWE made major change to Elimination Chamber. I was about to say WrestleMania. I wasn't trying to say that. As seen on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, was announced that the United States Championship will be defended, of course. We know that. We went over that already. Normally, the Elimination Chamber matches have been for the WWE Championship in recent memory. However, that will not be happening this time around. Huge down. Because the big match for the event will certainly be Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns, the undisputed Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber. According to Dave Meltzer in the latest Observer Daily Update, the feeling in WWE is that Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn is such a strong match, it simply doesn't matter what's on the rest of the show. Why does it matter what? Hold on. I gotta question that. I gotta question WWE's decision here. They said it simply doesn't matter. Why are they saying it like that? Why are they saying it like that? They're saying it like that as if they don't care about the pay-per-view, about the entire pay-per-view. That sounds like the way they're saying it to me. They're saying it like they don't give a damn about the pay-per-view. That's the way I hear it. That's the way it sounds coming from them. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how Vince and Bruce were when they were in charge. We all know Vince and Bruce didn't care about the shows and the pay-per-views. They don't care about the men's and women's wrestling. Guess we'll have to wait and see how WWE will book Elimination Chamber in the coming weeks. I don't understand why they would say it doesn't matter. It doesn't sound right. Coming from them. It doesn't make sense. Why would they say something like that? Why would they say that? Can anybody in the chat explain to me why they're saying this? Why? Oh, I don't understand this. Oh, I hope JD goes over that news because I want to hear his answer. Somebody needs to fucking answer this question to me because I don't understand. This doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't sound right coming from them. Sounds very suspicious like. WWE could still book huge Brock Lesnar match after Royal Rumble tease. The Beast Incarnate returned to WWE television during BRAWL is War last week. Cost Bobby Lashley his Universal, or should I say his United States Championship match against Austin Theory, the only Universal Champion right now from Reigns. But making it clear, their feud was far from over. Due to this, Bobby Lashley returned the favor at the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar then had a brief confrontation with Gunther during the men's Royal match before Bobby Lashley came out and eventually eliminated Brock Lesnar. While speaking on Wrestling's Radio, Dave Meltzer talked about Brock Lesnar's future matches. Noted that WWE could still very well have Lesnar square off against Gunther in the future. He said, and I quote, Chamber, and then Lashley causes Brock to lose to Gunther in Montreal. Yes, he could do that. The only thing I was told is that Lesnar is not facing Gunther at WrestleMania. That doesn't mean he's not facing him at all. They did that stare down for a reason. I'm presuming that. Well, I mean, we'll see. They could go with Lashley and build it to like a big step match for WrestleMania. Coming off of Montreal, too. And quote. We'll have to see how WWE booking Bobby Lashley and Lesnar's feud in the coming weeks. After all, WrestleMania 39 is only a little over 2 months away now. It's a little over 2 months away. Nia Jax's WWE contract status at the Royal Rumble. Nobody cares about Nia Jax, but I'm going to go over this news on her anyway. It was previously reported that Nia Jax's return was a one-off appearance. Ringside News says they haven't seen no indication that this has changed. WWE will bring back former superstars all the time for the Royal Rumble and not ink a new deal with them. It appears that Nia Jax is still doing her own thing apart from WWE. In addition, Nia Jax is still in the alumni section on WWE.com. On WWE.com, which is a telltale sign that she has not signed with the company. Regardless, they have to see if Jax will become a permanent part of WWE again in the future. Wow, man. Crazy news we got going on. WWE executive sees big things in Chad Gable. Oh, really? But yet, Victor Bruce didn't see anything in Chad Gable and decided to waste him and keep him inside his catering and decided to change him to Shorty G. Are you serious? Shorty G. That gimmick was dead, man. That gimmick was not good for Shorty. That was not a good gimmick for Chad Gable. Not a good gimmick for Chad Gable, man. Chad Gable has proven himself to be one of the most gifted athletes in WWE. He is. They need to use him more on TV. This is how it should be right now. Now Chad Gable and Otis are baby faces now. They have proven to be one of the best tag teams in WWE. Well, ever since he moved away from this Shorty G character and was paired with Otis, Chad Gable has been on a career resurgence. WWE executive RHODES recently claimed that the sky is the limit for Chad Gable during the latest episode of his "Oh, You Didn't Know" podcast. It says here, and I quote, "He's an entertaining dude, and he's got some character. And him and Otis, they're fun. I feel the same way about them as I do about Dolph. When they come out, I know I'm going to be entertained with a great wrestling match. Otis is going to make some faces that are going to make me laugh. He's going to blow up and fall down on somebody. It's fun to watch those guys." End quote. Chad Gable has an accomplished amateur wrestling background on his resume. Those abilities have always been at the forefront of his in-ring work. Road Dogg also stated that while he was always impressed by Chad Gable's prowess in the ring, while he's always impressed with Chad Gable's prowess in the ring, the fans are yet to see his best in him. He goes on to say, he's the right human being. He's the right kind of athlete. Road Dogg goes on to say he's a role model. I can't speak the guy's praises and sing his praises from the mountain top enough. He said he is just that kind of dude. Chad Gable was a former Olympian who competed in the 2022 Olympics in London. He started his career in WWE around 2013, being paired with Jason Jordan, with the duo collectively known as the American Alpha. The former four-time WWE Tag Team Champion has accomplished moderate success in the company so far. However, Chad Gable's current work ethic as the creator of the Alpha Academy could certainly put him on the map and bring him better opportunities to become a top star. What's y'all's take on that story? Gunther reaches new milestone. It's the Intercontinental Champion. And then we have the news on John Cena, and then that's going to do it for your WWE Thursday afternoon news. We'll go over your AEW Thursday news. Now, on to the news on Gunther. He achieves new milestone as Intercontinental Champion. The reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther has now cemented himself among the 10 longest reigning Intercontinental Champions in WWE history at 235 days. The Ring General has now surpassed Pat Patterson's inaugural reign and Cody Rhodes' 233-day domination. The next longest reigning WWE Intercontinental Champions are on the list are Shelton Benjamin at 244 days and The Rock at 264 days. Now, this isn't the first time Gunther has reached a milestone of this magnitude in WWE. The 35-year-old superstar's 870-day reign as the NXT UK champion for the now defunct Gunther set yet another record at WWE Royal Rumble 2023 this past weekend. Yep. Yet he entered the men's Rumble match at number 1 and became the ultimate Iron Man, lasting longer than any wrestler in the history of a traditional Royal Rumble match. Man, I bet the Gunther stands in the community were probably happy about him becoming the ultimate Iron Man. Gunther lasted in the ring for 71 minutes, surpassing Rey Mysterio's 62-minute match-winning performance during the 2006 Royal Rumble. What is y'all's take on Gunther so far? Let me know. Your final WWE and AEW Thursday afternoon news for now until the Dynamite review, because I do have more WWE and AEW Thursday afternoon news to go over after the Dynamite review, which will be live at either 3 p.m. or 3:10 p.m. because I want you guys to see me stream not only Mortal Kombat mode, but I'm actually trying out the Mortal Kombat mode game. I'm not actually going to be I'm going to stream it a little bit. And then we're going to get to that the Dragon Legend Z game. Now, last news I have for now is on John Cena. So, I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's sounding to me like John Cena won't be around. From what I've been hearing from sources, from other sources in the community, it sounds to me like John Cena won't be around for Road to WrestleMania. Yeah, right. Give me a break. That's a darn lie. We all know Austin Theory versus John Cena for the United States Championship is happening at WrestleMania. The match is happening whether people like it or not. Okay. I don't know why people are now coming here making excuses saying the match is not going to happen when we know it is. Come on now. You got to be kidding me with this crap. Really. Really, man. Why would they come out and say that now? Why? Because of his acting schedule? Is that why they're coming out saying that now? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they would come out and say that. It doesn't sound right to me. It is not making sense. It's not making sense. Do you guys agree? It's not making sense, man. John Cena. The fact that John Cena won't be around for Road to WrestleMania is a lame fucking story. That's easily a damn lie. We all know he's going to be there. Now, this is according to Variety. I've never heard of that name. I've never heard of these sources. Variety. Who's Variety? Who are these sources? Whoever these sources are, man, they got to be ashamed of their damn self saying that John Cena, that WWE will not have John Cena's services for a while. They got to be ashamed of themselves saying that. Ringside News exclusively reported that John Cena and WWE were in talks for something at WrestleMania. Vince McMahon gave John Cena his blessing to work for WWE as much as he can. Yeah, sure, Vince McMahon gave John Cena his blessing. Sure he did. Sure thing. Yeah, you gotta love not hearing that, right? Even if Vince isn't around, according to Variety, WWE will not have John Cena's services for a while. I don't believe this story, man. I don't believe this, man. This got to be the biggest fucking lie I've ever seen coming out of these sources, man. This shit is believable. I think this is a false story, man. I think this is a lie. The 16-time world champion arrived in Australia just this week for a new movie shoot. Oh, really? But it still gives him time to show up for WrestleMania. I mean, he doesn't have nothing else in his arsenal. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not doing anything else but that. It sounds to me like if he only has that to do, he's going to be there. It seems like a big film. Yeah, sure thing. He'll be with Zac Efron on the journey. It says here, and I quote, Peter Farrelly, director of Oscar-winning film Green Book, will start production of his long-awaited Ricky Stanicky next month. The picture will shoot in Melbourne, Australia, where the film's two stars, Zac Efron and John Cena, have now arrived. Isn't that the hometown of Arnold, Switzerland? I don't know. Anyways, it might not be impossible for John Cena to show up on April 1st or 2nd for a one-off WrestleMania match. Obviously, Austin Theory is still taunting him and asking for a match. Only time will tell if it will happen. I have to see if John Cena can make things work with his schedule. Obviously, a lot of fans would love to see him at WrestleMania. It appears that he will be very busy. He will be very busy doing what? I wonder. Oh, no. He'll be very busy to the shows, right? Whatever, man. Ringside News are saying don't expect to see John Cena on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah, actually, folks, expect to see John Cena at WrestleMania because it's going to happen. Austin Theory's opponent for WrestleMania for the United States Championship is going to be John Cena. That's what I believe. You mean to tell me? Whoever wins the United States Championship is going to be Austin Theory's opponent? I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe right now. I really do. I'm serious. You got to have a lot of star power for WrestleMania 39, man, if you want WrestleMania 39 to be one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. I mean, come on. I'm just throwing it out there. Most importantly, make sure WrestleMania is produced and written right. Make sure the matches are booked right. Make sure they're all in order. Make sure you have all your talent there. Don't have talent that don't want to be there, that's there, and going back home. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I mean. Let's just take on this situation with John Cena. That is going to do it with your WWE Thursday afternoon news. Now we're going to move on to your AEW Thursday afternoon news. We don't have much of that. I can tell you that right now. We only have AEW news on Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and Thunder Rosa. Interesting news on Chris Jericho explaining why storytelling is the most important thing in pro wrestling. I figured I'd go over that because he made a huge point in what he said. And Jericho is one of the all-time greats. Sometimes he has great opinions, man. But anyhow, we are going to start going over the news on Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega apparently still recovering from New Japan Pro Wrestling match against Will Ospreay, which was easily one of the greatest matches on the Wrestle Kingdom 17 card. Guys, my Wrestle Kingdom 17 watch along is still on there if you want to go check it out. Listen to my entertainment and my reaction. Omega emerged victorious in a brutal ladder match against Death Triangle and also defeated Will Ospreay at New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 17 in what is being regarded as the second highest rated match of all time. Since the ladder match that took place on the AEW Dynamite a couple of weeks ago, Kenny Omega has been absent from AEW television. He hasn't wrestled since then, and he recovered, or should I say recently provided a reason for his absence. I don't even think he's recovered yet. Kenny Omega recently spoke to comicbook.com about these two matches, saying that having both matches back to serve as a wake-up call for him. Says here, and I quote, I would say before the Best of 7 series and the Tokyo Doom, I was feeling pretty good. And after completing the Best of 7 series, which culminated in a ladder match and barely being removed from the match that I did with Will Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom, it was kind of a slap in the face from reality being like, hey, don't go thinking you're 100% again. He continued to say that he is still feeling the effects of the match, and it will make him a little while long to recover from it. It will take him a little while longer to recover from it. Says here, and I quote, we just let you think that for a couple of weeks. Laughs. This is your new 100%. So get used to it, kid. That was the crashing back down to reality moment for me. Like, okay, I did it. I survived. I'm really proud of this work. But oh boy, it's going to take a while to recover. And then he goes on to say, it wasn't like a give me a 24-hour kind of thing. It's been over a week and I'm still feeling it. End quote. It should be no surprise that those two matches took a toll on him. It was brave of Omega to compete in a ladder match after he competed in a brutal bout against Ospreay just a few days earlier. However, listen to this, guys. However, fans will wait in eager anticipation for his return. That's the most important thing. And when he returns, the fans are going to be elated with excitement. They're going to be overjoyed with his return from recovery from the match he had with Will Ospreay. Now, going on to the news, the AEW Thursday afternoon news on Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho apparently explains why storytelling is the most important thing in pro wrestling. Chris Jericho is over 50 years old now. His body has sustained significant wear and tear from his years in the ring. It is possible that he may not be able to continue wrestling for much longer. That being said, there's still a lot left in the tank for Jericho. In fact, being such a seasoned veteran, Jericho has his own opinion as to what is the most important thing in pro wrestling. Now, speaking on WTF with Mark Mayron, Jericho shared his insights on the significance of wrestling to him and how a wrestler can, I want to say digest. I really want to say that. I think I'm going to go with that. How a wrestler can digest themselves from others. He then explained what's the most important thing in pro wrestling, which is storytelling. Says here, and I quote from Chris Jericho. Listen to this one, guys. This is interesting. I liked what Jericho said. Says here, and I quote, "Wrestling is all character. The moves are important. The matches are exciting." Yeah, that part. He continues to say, "But you have to connect with the audience. It's just like comedy or acting or anything. You have to connect with the audience. If you can do that to a high level, the audience will pay you. The audience will pay to see you," he says. And then he says that they'll be interested in what you're doing. That's the number one thing of wrestling. It's storytelling. There's going to be some crazy matches where the athleticism is through the roof. But the stories behind them are the most important thing. End quote. Jericho is currently feuding with Ricky Starks, Action, Andrade on AEW television. In fact, Jericho and Sami Zayn, oh my God, I got Sammy Guevara mixed with Sami Zayn. Oh, good grief. In fact, Jericho and Sammy Guevara picked up the win over Starks and Andrade on last week's episode of AEW Dynamite. It's funny I say Sami Zayn because Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn, Canada is the hometown of Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn, both. So it's funny how I'm mentioning Sami Zayn's name, because they both live in Canada. They're both from Canada. Now, we'll have to see how their feud will progress. This last AEW Thursday afternoon news I have is on Thunder Rosa, the Lemire Mirror. And she's going to be more like the Lemire Mirror Queen when she comes back, turns heel. Wouldn't be surprised if she comes back and joins Britt Baker in feuding with the WWE Originals. That would be great. Thunder Rosa wants to improve her promo work so she can get more TV time. The former AEW Women's Champion has been working hard, rehabbing her injuries. Clearly, she is feeling much better now. While her in-ring skills always get praise, her promo skills are a different story. boy. Boy, are they not lying about that. Well, speaking on Steven's wrestling journey, Thunder Rosa revealed that she wants to improve her promo skills so that she can get more TV time. You mean to tell me her promo skills is why AEW is not bringing her back, is not using her on TV? Come on, man. Are they trying to be mean? Are they really trying to be mean, man? I mean, I really don't understand this. I really don't get it. I really don't. Anyways, that's here and I quote, "A goal I have when I return, I want to get better at promos so I can be on TV more. I'm taking some acting classes. Actual acting classes, singing classes. And I want to show the world that I'm multi-talented. I do radio. I want to do TV. I want to do music and use all of that into my character." And quote, Thunder Rosa will also be back on the road and AEW very soon. Let's wait to see when Rosa will make her trumpet return to the squared circle, as fans can't wait to see her back. I think when she comes back, she's going to align herself with Britt Baker. And they're going to work together to feud and finish the WWE. When Thunder Rosa comes back, I think that's when AEW is going to be working on a heel turn for Soho. I think. So. Well, folks, that's going to do it for WWE AEW Thursday Afternoon News. For now, I'm going to have plenty of more WWE AEW Thursday Afternoon News after your Dynamite review, which will be live in about either 1 or 2 hours. I'm guessing about an hour because I scheduled it for 3 o'clock p.m., but I may push it to 3:10 p.m. My AEW Dynamite review is going to be quick. It's not going to be long. And I'm going to be using this same speaker, and I'm not going to be using this freaking webcam. My webcam is not going to be on. I'm not cutting on my webcam to show my face. Because I know the webcam is going to, the audio is going to mess up. It's going to skip. I don't like that. I don't want that. All right. We are now going to pull up Mortal Kombat Mobile. Hang on a second. We are now going to be pulling up Mortal Kombat Mobile. Hang on a second. How in the fuck am I going to do this? Hold on. Try to see if I can pull it up. There we go. Got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it now. I got it now. Okay, what's going on here? Is the game going to start or what? Look, man, if this game is not going to start, I'm going to pull up Dragon. I'm going to pull up Dragon Legend Z if this game is not starting up. I'm telling you right now. My Dynamite review is going to be live in about an hour. And I ain't got time for this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Work. Work. I know you can do it. Slowly pulling up, but I needed to go faster. I don't want to be sitting here running out of time here. I just want to try the game out. I just want to try the game out. I'm not going to necessarily be playing it much. I'm right out. There we go. The Mortal Kombat logo is pulling up. There it is, pulling up. It's pulling up as we speak. Guys, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed hearing your WWE'S Thursday after the news. The rest will be, I will go over the rest after your Dynamite review this afternoon. Let's get some more likes in. Let's get some more likes on the stream. Let's get more people in here. If we can, please. Thank you. I would appreciate it. Additional file for Mortal Kombat is loading. Okay. You know, I'm just going to get my breakfast on. Okay. Wait on this thing all day. That's why I didn't get it. Because additional file for Mortal Kombat is uploading. And it's uploading very, very slowly. I don't like that. I don't like that. I may have to switch it to Dragon Legends, man, because I don't like the way this thing is uploading. Slow like that. It's a waste of time. I don't like that. I can't, and I'm not patient either. I got some of the Dragon Ball Z characters on the background for a reason. If I have all those Dragon Ball Z characters on the background, that's right there should let you know I'm streaming a Dragon Ball game. I don't know what's taking this thing. Why is this thing loaded so slow?
Guys, it should be done uploading in a few minutes. He's uploading the original file. It should be done it should be done in 4 minutes. Oh, so it's gonna be done in 3 minutes. Ain't about to fool you. The heck? Why did Mortal Kombat just now come off the screen? I saw that. I was monitoring it during stream. I ain't stupid. I saw it. Guys, I saw it. Don't worry, man. I don't know why the fuck it did that. I saw it, man. I saw right through that motherfucker, man. I saw that damn shit. I don't know why it did that. And upload again. Then I'm just gonna switch it right to Dragon Legends Z because I want you guys to see that game. It looks like a fun fucking game. The next game I want to show you guys. It looks like a fun fucking game. Really? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's pulling up. Oh, don't reload. Don't upload it. Whew, thank God. Oh, I thought it was going to upload. I'm about to say. I'm about to be mad. Oh, sorry, y'all heard that. I didn't realize my audio was that freaking loud. Nah, I'm just kidding. I knew my audio was loud. I knew y'all could hear me. Oh, man. Ugh. I'm going to play this for a little bit. I'm just going to try it out. I mean, if it's working, I mean, I don't know. And you know if it's even working or not. I mean, it's just frozen. It's just sitting there. It's not even doing nothing. The buttons aren't even doing anything. Man, I'm about to switch over to Dragon Legends. This thing is slow. This game is about to be a huge letdown. Just because it's not doing what I want it to do. Guys, I quit. I can't. I was going to showcase this game and everything, only for it to be a waste of time. I wasted my darn 10 minutes for this darn game. God damn it. Damn, man. Why do you gotta have games on this darn laptop that don't freaking work, man? Google Play Store need to work on their apps, man. Need to work on some of the games they got on their apps, man. Some of these games they got on the apps are just so trash. Yep, goodbye. Goodbye. I'm tired of waiting. Goodbye. Tired of fucking waiting on this damn game. Good fucking bye. Oh, now it's on the streaming Mortal Kombat on the PS4. You know that's gonna work. Which will officially be next week. I'm gonna download Mortal Kombat 11 next week. Maybe the Mortal Kombat mobile game will work when I'm off the browser, maybe. I don't know. I ain't doing stupid stuff today. We know this game's gonna work. Now I'm just playing. Wait. Don't they got a story mode? Tour. Yeah, we're doing the tour. Well, looks like this is going to be the only new AEW news I'll have for today. Looks like it's mostly going to be WWE Thursday news related. Because after the Dynamite review, I'm mostly going to be going over WWE news with you guys. So it's mostly WWE news this week. Mostly WWE news for today. Just today, it's mostly WWE news and not AEW news, man. Not really surprising though, given that AEW doesn't really have much news, you know. It'd be like that sometimes. How the simps are feeling on social media about AEW news not being given out or not being mentioned. Looks like I will be at work early after all. Looks like I'll be at work early See how this game goes. See if it works. All right. Let me cut this PS4 off for a bit because I'm not going to need it. Not going to need it on right now. I'm going to be downloading some games before I leave. Download Mortal Kombat 11. Have that downloaded on there. And then probably download 3 games. Maybe. Some games on the PlayStation Plus. I got the PlayStation Plus Premium. I got everything. I got access to everything, even the catalog. Even cloud streaming. I got all cloud streaming, multiplayer online. I got all of it. Woo! And I got the remote app where I can play the PS4 offline. I can play it online and offline on my phone. On my phone. That's another good thing about it. That's the biggest good thing about it, man. I'm itching. Fuck. Oh, shit, man. Well, guys, I'm actually going to change the schedule to 3:10. Or actually, maybe 3:20. 3:20, man. Yeah, we're going to change it to 3:20. Yeah, it's going to be, the review's going to be real fast. I'm going to use the same audio I used for my game stream. Who are we going to choose here? All right, who are we going to choose here? Who are we going to choose, man? Who are we going to choose? I don't want the headphones going slow, man. Today, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I'm vibrating, man. I'm repeating my stream. It's repeating itself. That's hilarious. My stream's repeating itself, guys. Oh, man. You love to see it. You love to see my stream repeating itself. That's hilarious. My stream's repeating itself, guys. Mortal Kombat Mobile turned out to be a letdown for now.
I couldn't wait no more. It got on my nerves. Mortal Kombat Mobile turned out to be a letdown for now. I couldn't wait no more. It got on my nerves. This game, it appears that this game is going slow too. Oh, it's always something with these games. Ugh. This game, it appears that this game is going slow too. It's always something with these games on this laptop. Yeah, it's a Chromebook. No wonder. Glad when I get a Windows laptop, I can be able to stream Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and start uploading Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Xenoverse 2 videos where we can start showcasing them off, man. Oh my god, jeez. Man, I'm sick of this. Come on, man, really? Can we fresh up the list here? I mean, how am I supposed to go up the list? Go beyond up and down the... I don't get what this game is doing. It's not doing anything. What is going on here? I don't get what this game is doing. Dude, what is this game doing, man? Why is it doing this? Why? Come on. Dude, what is this game doing, man? Why is it doing this? Why? Come on. I gotta pull it back. I gotta re-pull it up. Man. This game is acting like complete dog shit. I don't know why I didn't take my caption off. It's because I forgot. Oh well. Ain't like nobody was paying attention. I have to re-pull up the game again. I'm gonna take this to the kitchen because this computer needs to be charged. Needs to be charged for a bit. I'm gonna take this to the kitchen because you're probably gonna hear my mother talking. I'm not gonna cut on my camera either. Probably gonna hear my mother talking in the background, but this is the kitchen. I ain't got my camera on though. Girl, serious. Sounds to me like I'll be at work early after all. I say that because I don't have any AW news outside of the news on the AW streaming platform deals and stuff and all that. It's mostly WWE news for the AW Dynamite review. Oh, shoot. Dang it.
Why did that do that just now? Yeah, the game is skipping. I don't like that. That doesn't look right. Let me get rid of these files. Oh, man. Let's see. Goku. I want to pick Goku Black. I'm going to pick Goku Black. Yes. Yes. He's on my, considering the fact that he's on my background, I'm going to pick him. Oh, shoot. We got Beast Gohan in the tournament. Got Beast Gohan. Full power Broly. Base form Vegito. Cell. Pycon. Piccolo. Super Saiyan Goku. Black is easily winning this tournament. Maybe. If the game doesn't skip.
The only thing with the job is I worked the job a long period of time, but then I took like a little break from the job. And then I went back to the job, but I was working one job for 5 years. So I might not have this many checks that in that job, from the other job, part-time.
Are we going to get to the screen or what?
All right, thank you.
Dang. This thing's going slow. Entirely slow, man. See, this is why I don't like playing games on here. That's why I don't like playing games on the laptop. On these laptops. These Google Chrome laptops. These Google Chrome laptops are lame. I only go live with them when I'm live with my reviews of watch alongs. That's the only time I use Google Chrome laptops, man. Gonna be using Windows for the same thing, but I'm gonna be installing OBS though. I'm gonna try to shift all my intro video and outro videos to the Windows laptop that's gonna be coming here. What is wrong with this thing, man? What is? I don't know, man. Huh. See, Return of the Living Dead at the bottom. I don't think anybody's watching that. I don't think anybody watches it. Got a picture of Gohan and Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber. I mean, there's really nothing on here. I mean, I don't understand this thing. Guys, I'm just gonna end the stream and get ready for my Dynamite review because it's too long. It's doing like the first game I brought up on here. See, on the PS4, at least you get to watch me stream games, but only this time it's with tiny bust up quality though. I mean, the quality's not that messed up. It's the strong internet that's messing it up in the frame rate. That's the only thing about streaming on the PS4. Guys, I'm about to get off here and go live with the Dynamite review because this game is just getting on my nerves. Just doing this. Game is doing this unnecessarily slow loading, man. It's aggravating. I don't like these laptops, man. Guys, should I just end the stream and just get ready to go live my Dynamite review, man? Just be done with it. I can't sit here and wait anymore. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves. I can't sit here and wait no more on this game to load.
When did your granny say she gonna do the barbershop?
Tomorrow.
Oh. I'm about to freeze, Brand. You ain't cold. I'm shaking. Chill.
Game is getting aggravating, dude. I'm about to take it down. Yep, goodbye. Guys, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys in live chat for your Dynamite review. I'm getting out of here. I can't deal with this. I can't wait anymore. Thank you guys for being in chat for your WWE AEW Thursday afternoon news. We're going to go over the rest of your WWE Thursday afternoon news after your Dynamite review. After your Dynamite review, we got some new WWE news coming out of my sources. Ringside News. Aaliyah is reportedly not happy with her absence. I'm loving the storyline in the AEW Women's Division right now. It's going well. Cora Jade's blown away to be in her first WWE video game. As well, I have the update release of WWE 2K23 and when it's supposed to be released. I have the release update for that game. WWE facing yet another lawsuit over horrifying, scary Vince McMahon allegations. WWE has several top merchant performers right now. There's some spoilers on WWE's plan for Triple Threat WrestleMania title match. There's some interesting idea for The Rock's WrestleMania appearance. AEW likely launching streaming platform with Warner Bros. Discovery and much more, guys. So be sure you tune in. Be sure you join the live chat for the AEW Dynamite review because my AEW Dynamite review is scheduled. It's scheduled. It's there. It's on the channel. All you have to do is go to it and wait on me. I'll be there. I'll be in there in a few minutes. I'll see you guys there, man. We ain't done yet. We got an AEW Dynamite review to look forward to. I hope to see you all there, man. I'm out of here. I can't wait on this game anymore. It's embarrassing.